the YouTube thing crashed again. Now, let's make things quick before more interruptions. Let's pay a little tribute to a 100-year-old friggin' ape. Now, who I'm talking about is, yes, I am talking about a 25-foot giant ape. Now, I've already done reviews of it, including a board game review of it. I don't know where the board game went. I think it's under my bed, but I'm not fishing it out now. Well, King Kong has been in a lot of freaking movies. Now, I'm not going to talk about, like, Son of Kong or Mighty Joe Young, so they're technically not Kong movies. They're, like, Son of Kong movies. What I'm going to talk about are the 4 main Kong movies that I happen to own, which are these. Sorry if you can't see this one. This was my last Kong movie I've gotten. Now let's start on the top of the pile, which is the newest. Oh, what do you know? I have another Kong thing right here. Peter Jackson's King Kong, the video game. Now, sadly, I can't do gameplay of this because I tried installing it and then it doesn't have up to date with my graphics card. I don't know why, because my computer is a next-gen console. Here. Damn it. Hold on. It always falls. Look at this. That is a next-gen console, and it's my Mecha Godzilla that I got on eBay. It's my last Godzilla figure I had. Look at that. It's a next-gen console. It's just as big as my arm. Sorry for the shaky camera movement. I'm just showing you how big my camera is, and it's not compatible with this game. A game that was released in 2005. Yep, 5. But I got this as a signature edition. If this thing worked, I would do gameplay on it, because it's a really fun game, but it's hard as hell. It's like Resident Evil 5, where you have to protect people. Alright, on to the movies. Alright, my top of the pile is the newest one, which is by a great director, Peter Jackson. He recently made The Hobbit. I'm not a fan of Lord of the Rings, so I'm not going to review that. And I don't know, the runtime is 3 hours and 8 minutes. You're kidding me! I can't even last 17 minutes in this movie. I actually have to skip to get to King Kong, and it takes like an hour to see the monster, like in Jaws. You see the monster, or in this case, a shark, an hour in, and it sucks. Movie's PG-13, so if you want to buy it, go ahead. Otherwise, if you want to waste 3 hours and 8 minutes, go ahead. Now, this was based on the video game. Some guy made a Lego movie, which is really good, but it focuses on way too much on the game than on the actual movie. So, I'm just saying that, dude. You made an awesome Lego movie that I like, but the one thing, base it on the movie, not the game. Alright, that's Peter Jackson's King Kong. Check out The Hobbit, too. I haven't seen it yet, and I probably never will. Alright, here's the one that everyone thinks sucks like hell. It's the 1976 King Kong movie. This is my favorite, actually. Actually, the other video is actually going to be about this movie. And guess what's rated? PG. Why? This has like the most violent ending to a kid's movie ever. And Kong's a sick pervert in this movie too. So yeah. I rented this when I was 6. And it still haunts me today. The ending is so freaking graphic. It was based, I don't know, I'm not going to waste my time with it, but I think I know why it's rated PG. Remember the movie Poltergeist by Steven Spielberg? That was actually rated PG, but that was back in 1981. This was made in 76. So I think the original rating, like if this was made today, I think it would be rated R or PG-13. So that's King Kong. The other video is going to be up about the ending, so yeah. Now here's the one that everyone remembers. 1933 classic. Now this is part of a 3-pack that I might review, but I don't really feel like it because it's part of the Mighty Joe Young thing. So yeah, black and white, 1933. Everyone knows it. Now, what gets me is the ending where after Kong falls off the Empire State Building. Oh yeah, I also have to address this. In the original, in this movie, he doesn't climb the Empire State Building. It's the Twin Towers. Now, if you remember when Kong like bashes against this plane or helicopter, yeah, it was a helicopter. He like bangs it like that, and it falls, and boom, it hits the tower. I mean, how did that not damage it? Well, I think I know why, because it's supposed to handle small crashes, not like the 9/11 crash. Actually, now that I think about it, there's actually another Kong game that I sadly don't own, but once I get it, I'm gonna review it. I'm probably never gonna get it because it's like 70 bucks on eBay. Well, guess what? I've already talked about it like numerous times, but there is another Kong board game. It's like a 3D one. Like, you set up the Twin Towers, you put Kong on the top, and what do? You're the military, and guess what? It's not helicopters. They're jets. And guess what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to throw them at Kong. And what if you miss? You either arch over it, Kong, or smack into the building. 9/11 memory. Fail. Oh, also in the Godzilla 1998 stinker, they actually say the bombing on 9/11. It hasn't even happened yet. That was based on 2001. That was in 1998, I think. Yeah, 98. How did they see in the future? That's like 3 more years. Alright, back to 1933. Really good classic. There's a lot of fight scenes, like the dinosaur, the plesiosaur, the pterodactyl. This thing is full of fights, which is awesome. But back to my thing, like after Kong falls off the Empire State Building, it's a jumbled mess, like in Family Guy. You see like their arm twisted, like their back all broken or something. And then like there's like a cut. I think it's like the back of Kong's head, because the helicopter like goes against his shoulder. I don't know how that's supposed to happen. Either I think he shot him, or I don't know. But still, really great movie. I picked this up at BJ's when I was 6. Pick it up if you don't have it. It's really good. Now to the one which sucks. Now, I don't think it sucks that bad. It's okay. It's full of mistakes, though. And that movie is King Kong Lives, which is actually a remake for this. Now, what year was this made in? Well, I'll tell you. It was made in 1986. So, yeah, after Kong falls off, he gets shot like 6 billion times and falls off the Twin Towers, he eventually lives. And guess how he kills him? With vehicles. Not jets, not airplanes, no dramatic climbing on a tower. It actually takes place in a field where the female Kong is about to give birth. Kong actually protects it. Screw it. Shoot this stupid monster. Because when that gorilla grows up, it's gonna go on a friggin' rampage. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the baby Kong was actually supposed to be based on the King Kong by Peter Jackson. I don't know. I'm being stupid, so I think that's why it's gonna happen. Alright. This is rated PG-13. So if you really want to see a bad one, like this, King Kong Lives, give it a watch. It's an okay movie. Just okay. So that pretty much wraps up all 4 of my King Kong movies. The next one is going to be on this one. I'm going to show the ending of that. So that is my dianalysis, and I'll see you later. It might take a little while to get me the second video because my frap sucks. It never records anything unless I cross my fingers. So my next video is going to be on King Kong versus the helicopters on the Twin Towers. Peace out, YouTube.